I must speak with you, Abigail. Will you sit?
How do you come?
Friendly.
I don't like the woods at night. Pray you, stand closer. I knew it must be you. When I heard the pebbles on my window, before I opened up my eyes, I knew. Thought you'd come a good time sooner.
I had thought to come many times.
And why didn't you? I'm so alone in the world now.
Are you? I've heard men ride 100 miles to see your face these days.
My face? Can you see my face?
Then you're troubled?
Have you come to mock me?
No, it's only that I hear that you go to the tavern every night and play shovelboard with the deputy governor and that they give you cider.
I have once or twice played the shovelboard, but I have no joy in it.
This is a surprise, Abby. I thought I'd find you much gayer than this. I'm told a flock of boys goes with you foot by foot wherever you walk these days.
Aye, they do, but I have only lewd looks from the boys.
And you like that not?
I cannot bear lewd looks no more, John. I ought to be given godly looks when I suffer for them as I do.
Oh? How do you suffer, Abby?
Why, look at my leg. I'm holes all over from their cursed needles and pins. That jab your wife gave me is not healed, you know.
Oh, it isn't.
I think sometimes she pricks it open while I sleep.
Ah?
In George Jacobs, he comes again and again and raps me with his stick, the same place, every night, all this week. Look at the lump I have.
Abby, George Jacobs is in the jail all this month.
And thank God he is, and bless the day he hangs and lets me sleep in peace again. Oh, John, the world is so full of hypocrites. They pray in jail. I'm told they all pray in jail.
They may not pray?
And torture me in my bed while sacred words are coming out of their mouths. It'll take God himself to cleanse this town properly.
Do you mean to cry out still others?
If I live, if I'm not murdered, I surely will.
Then there is no one good.
Aye, there is one. You are good.
Am I? How am I good?
Why, you taught me goodness, therefore you are good. It were a fire you walked me through and burned all of my ignorance away. It were a fire, John, we lay in fire. And from that night no woman dare call me wicked anymore, but I knew my answer. I used to weep for my sins when the wind lifted up my skirts, and blush for shame because some old Rebecca called me loose. Then you burned my ignorance away. And as bare as some December tree, I saw them all, walking like saints into church, running to feed the sick and hypocrites in their hearts. God gave me the strength to call them liars. And God made men listen to me, and by God, I will scrub the world clean for the love of him. Oh, John, I will make you such a wife when the world is white again. You will be amazed to see me, a light of heaven in your house. Why are you cold?
My wife goes to trial in the morning, Abby.
Your wife?
Surely you knew of it.
I do. Remember, is she well?
As well as she may be, 36 days in that place.
I thought you said you came friendly.
She will not be condemned, Abigail.
No, you brought me out of my bed to speak of her.
I brought you to tell you what I will do in the court tomorrow. I would not take you by surprise, but give you all good time to think on what to do to save yourself.
Save myself.
If you do not free my wife tomorrow, I am set and bound to ruin you, Abigail.
How? Ruin me?
I have rocky proof in documents that that puppet were none of my wife's, and that you bade Mary Warren stick the needle in.
I bade Mary
You
Warren?
know what you do. You are not so mad.
Oh, hypocrites! Have you won him too? John, why do you let them send you?
I warn you, Abby.
No, they send you. They steal your
I have found my honesty.
No. This is your wife pleading. Your sniveling, envious wife. This is Rebecca's voice. Martha Corey's voice. You were no hypocrite.
I will prove you for the fraud you are.
And if they ask you why Abigail would ever do so murderous a deed, what will you tell them?
I will tell them why.
What will you tell? You will confess to fornication in the court.
If you will have it so, I will tell it. I say I will. If you can hear this. Can you hear? You will tell the court you are blind to witches. You cannot see them any longer. And if you ever cry witchery again, I will make you famous for the whore you are.
Never in this world, John. I know you. You are at this moment singing secret hallelujahs that your wife will hang.
You mad, you murderess!
Oh, how hard it is when pretense falls. But it falls. It falls. Now, you have done your duty by her. I hope it is your last hypocrisy. Now, I pray you will come again with sweeter news for me. I know you will. Now that your duty is done. Good night, John. Oh, but fear not. I will save you tomorrow. From yourself, I will save you.
Now, Martha Corey, there's abundant evidence in our hands to show that you have given yourself to the reading of fortunes. Do you deny it?
I am innocent to a witch. I know not what a witch is.
How do you know then that you are not a witch?
If I were, I would know.
Why do you hurt these children?
I do not hurt them. I scorn it.
I have evidence for the court.
You will keep your seats.
Thomas Putnam's reaching out for land.
Remove that man, Marshal.
You're hearing lies. Lies.
Arrest him, Excellency.
I bring evidence. Why will you not hear my evidence? Hands off me, Willard.
Giles!
Get away.
Giles!
Willard, I bring evidence.
You cannot go in there, Giles. It's a court.
Pray, be calm a moment.
You, Mr. Hale, go in there and demand that I speak.
A moment, sir, a moment.
They'll be hanging
How
my
dare
life.
you come roaring into this court? Are you gone daft, Corey?
You're not a Boston judge yet, Hawthorne. You'll not be calling me daft.
Who is this man?
Giles Corey, sir. Animal contention.
I am old enough. I can answer the question. Giles, sir, Giles Corey. I own 400 acres in land and timber in addition. It's my wife you'd be condemning now.
And how do you imagine to help her cause by such contemptuous riots?
They're telling lies about my wife, sir.
And you take it upon yourself to determine what this court will believe and what it shall set aside?
Sir, I mean no disrespect.
Disrespect, indeed. It is disruption, mister. This is the highest court of the supreme government of this province. Do you know it?
I only say she reading books, and then they come into my house and take
What
her out like...
books was she... What are you...
It is my third wife, sir, and I never had no wife so taken with books, do you see? I thought to find the meaning of it, do you understand? It weren't a witch that I blamed her for. I broke charity with the woman. I broke charity with her.
Excellency, he claims hard evidence in his wife's defense. In all justice, sir, I think you should
Then let
listen.
him submit his evidence in the proper affidavit. You're certainly aware of our procedure here, Mr. Hale? Clear this room.
Come now, Giles.
We are desperate, sir. We come here 3 days now and cannot be heard.
Who is this woman?
Francis Nurse, Your Excellency.
Her sister Rebecca, that were charged this morning.
Indeed. I'm amazed to find you in such uproar. I have only good report of your character, mister.
I think they must both be arrested in contempt, sir.
Let you write your plea in due time. I myself
We have proof of it, sir. God forbid you shut your eyes to it. The girls, sir. The girls are frauds.
What?
We have proof of it, sir. They are deceiving you.
This is contempt, sir, contempt.
Peace, Judge Hawthorne. Do you know who I am, Miss Nurse?
I surely do, sir. And I think you must be a wise judge to be what you are.
You know that near 400 are in jails from Marblehead to Lynn and upon my signature?
I do know that.
And 72 condemned to hang by that signature.
Excellency, I never thought to say it to such a weighty judge. but you are deceived.
Mary Warren, what are you about here?
She would speak to the deputy governor.
Did you not tell me that Mary Warren was sick in bed?
She were, Your Honor. When I go to fetch her for court last week, she said she were sick.
She's been striving with her soul all week, Your Excellency. She come to tell the truth to you now.
Who are you?
John Proctor, sir. Elizabeth Proctor is my wife.
Beware this man, Your Excellency. This man is mischief! Excellency, I think you must hear this girl, sir. She claims...
I pray you, sir. What would you tell us, Mary Warren?
She never saw no spirits, sir.
Never saw no spirits.
Never. She have prepared a depositions.
No. I accept no depositions. Now, tell me, Mr. Proctor, have you given this story out to the village?
We have not.
They've come over to the court, sir. This man is...
A moment, sir. Are you aware, Mr. Proctor, that the entire contention of the state in these trials is that the voice of heaven is speaking through the children?
I know that, sir.
And you, Mary Warren, how came you to cry out people for sending their spirits against you?
It were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
Pretense, she says.
Ah, and the other girls, Susanna Walcott and the others, they're also pretending then.
Aye, sir.
Indeed. Now, Mr. Proctor, before I decide whether I shall hear you on this or not, it's my duty to tell you this. We burn a hot fire here, and it melts down all concealment. Are you certain, in your conscience, mister, that your evidence is the truth?
It is. And you will surely know it.
Take it you came here to declare this in the open court and before the public?
I thought I would, with your permission.
And what is your purpose in so doing?
Why, I would free my wife, sir.
There lurks nowhere in your heart, nor hidden in your spirit, any desire to undermine this court.
Why, no, sir.
I will tell you straight, mister. I have seen marvels in this court. I have seen people choked on the ground before my eyes by spirits. I have seen them stuck by pins and slashed by daggers. I have, up to this point, not the slightest reason to suspect that the children may be deceiving me. Do you understand my meaning?
Excellency, does it not strike hard upon you that so many of these women have lived for so long with such upright reputation?
Do you read the gospel, Mr. Proctor?
I read the gospel.
I would think not. Or you would surely know that Cain were an upright man, and yet he did kill Abel.
Aye, God tells us that. But who tells us that Rebecca Nurse murders 7 babies by sending her spirit onto them? It is the children only, and this one will swear she lied to you.
Judge Hawthorne.
Aye, she is the one.
Mr. Proctor, this morning your wife sent us a claim in which she states that she is pregnant now.
My wife? Pregnant?
Yes, sir, but there be no sign of it. We have examined her body.
But if you say she is pregnant, then she must be. That woman will never lie, Mr. Danforth.
She will not.
Never, sir. Never.
Sir, if I should tell you that I would let her be kept another month, and if she begin to show her natural signs, you will have her living another year until she is delivered. What say you to that? Come now. You say your only purpose is to save your wife. Good then. She is saved at least this year. Year is long. What say you? It's done then. Will you drop this charge?
I think I cannot, Your Honor.
Then your purpose is somewhat larger?
They've come to overthrow the court, Your Excellency.
Honor, these people are my friends, their wives,
I
her
judge
sister.
you not, sir. Sit down. I am ready to hear your evidence.
I come not to hurt the court. I wish only
Marshal,
that...
go into the court and bid Judge Stoughton and Judge Sewall to declare recess for 1 hour. Let them go into the tavern if they must. All witnesses and prisoners are to be kept in the building.
If you'll forgive me, sir, I've known him all my life. It is a good man, sir.
And I'm sure of it, Marshal. Now then, Mr. Proctor, what evidence do you have for us? And I bid you be clear, open as the sky, and honest.
No, I am no lawyer, so I will...
The pure in heart need no lawyers, sir. You may proceed as you will.
Will you read this first, sir? It's a sort of testament. The people signing it declare their good opinion of Martha Corey and my wife and Rebecca Nurse.
Their good opinion.
These are covenant people, sir. Landholding farmers, members of the church. If you'll notice, they've known the women many years and never saw no sign they had dealings with the devil.
How many names are here?
91, Your Excellency.
These people should be summoned for questioning.
Excellency, I gave them all my word no harm would come to them for signing this.
This is a clear attack upon the court.
It's every defense an attack upon the court. Can no one
Yes, it! And Christian people are happy for their courts in Salem. These people are gloomy for it. And I think you'd like to know from each and every one of them what discontents them with you.
I think they ought to be examined.
It's not necessarily an attack,
These are all covenanted Christians, sir.
Then I am sure they will have nothing to fear. Cheever, have warrants drawn for each of these, arrest for examination. Now then, Mr. Proctor, what other evidence do you have for us? You may sit, Miss Nurse.
I've brought trouble on these people.
No, old woman. You have not brought trouble on these people if they are of good conscience. But you must understand that a person is either with this court or they must be counted against it. There be no road between. This is a sharp time now, a precise time. Gone are the days where good mixed with evil and befuddled the world. Now, by God's grace, the sun is shining up. And then that fear not the light will surely praise it. I pray you will be one of those. She's not party, I see.
No, she's not. Remember what the angel Raphael said to the boy Tobias. Remember it. Do that which is good, and no harm will come to you.
Come, man. We wait you.
John, my deposition, give them mine.
This is Mr. Corey's deposition.
What lawyer drew this for you?
You know I never hired no lawyer in my life, Hawthorne.
Well, it's very well phrased. My compliments. Mr. Paris, if Mr. Putnam is in the court, bring him in. You have no legal training then, Mr. Corey?
I have the best legal training. I've been to court 33 times in my life. Always plaintiff, too.
Oh, then you're much put upon.
I'm never put upon. I know my rights and I will have them. I believe your father handled a case of mine must have been 35 years ago.
Indeed.
He never told you of it.
No, I cannot recall it.
He gave me £9 damages. He was a fair judge, your father. You see, I had this white mare at the time, and this fellow, he come to borrow the mare. Here he is now.
Mr. Putnam, I have here an accusation by Mr. Corey against you. He states that you coldly prompted your daughter to cry witchery upon George Jacobs that is now in jail.
Why, it is a lie.
Mr. Putnam states your charge is a lie. What say you?
A fart upon Thomas Putnam, that's what I say to that.
And what proof do you submit for your charge, sir?
Proof? The proof is there. If Jacobs hangs for a witch, their land is forfeit, that is law. And there is only one man with enough coin to buy such a piece. Putnam. This man is killing his neighbors for their land.
Yes, but proof, sir, proof!
The proof is there. I have it from an honest source who heard Putnam say it. The day his daughter cried out against Jacobs, he had gotten her a fair gift of land.
And the name of this man?
What name?
The man that gave you this information.
You know I cannot say.
And why not?
Because he will lay in jail.
This is contempt of the court, Mr. Danforth.
You will surely tell us the name.
I cannot give you no name. I've mentioned my wife's name once, and I'll burn in hell long enough for that. I stand mute.
In that case, I have no choice but to arrest you on contempt of this court. Do you know that?
This is a hearing. You cannot clap me for a hearing.
Oh, it is a proper lawyer! Do you wish me to declare the court in full session here? Or will you give me good reply?
I cannot give you no name.
You are a foolish old man. Cheever, begin the record. The court is now in session. I ask you, Mr. Corey,
Do you have the soy in confidence, sir?
The devil lives on such confidences. Without confidences, there can be no conspiracy, Your Honor. They must be broken.
Old man, if your informant speak the truth, let him come here openly like a decent man. But if he hides in anonymity, I must know why. Now, Mr. Corey, the central government and church demand of you the name of he who cried out Mr. Thomas Putnam to be a common murderer.
Excellency,
Mr. Hale,
we cannot plink it more. There is a prodigious fear of this court in the country.
then there is prodigious guilt in the country. Are you afraid to be questioned here?
I may only fear the Lord, sir, but there is a prodigious fear in the country nevertheless.
Reproach me not with the fear in the country. There is fear in the country because there is a growing plot to topple Christ in the country.
But it does not follow that everyone accused be part of it.
No uncorrupted man may fear this court, Mr. Hale. None. Mr. Corey, you are under arrest for contempt of this court. Now sit you down and take counsel with yourself, or you will be set in jail until you decide to answer all questions.
Ah!
Giles!
I'll cut your throat, Putnam! I'll kill you, yes!
Giles, peace. We'll prove ourselves. Now we will.
Don't listen to a word he says, John. He's playing you. He means to hang us all.
This is a court of law, mister. I will have no effrontery.
Forgive him, sir, from his old age. Peace, Giles, will prove us all now. You cannot leave Mary. Remember what the angel said to the boy. Hold to it now. That is your rock. This is Mary Warren's deposition. I would ask you remember, sir, that until 2 weeks ago, she was no different than the other children are today. You heard her scream. She howled. She swore familiar spirits choked her. She even testified that Satan, in the form of women now in jail, tried to win her soul away, and then when she refused...
You know all of this, Mr. Proctor.
But she now swears that she never saw the devil, nor any spirit, vague or clear, the devil may have sent to harm her. And she swears her friends are lying now.
Excellency, a moment. I think this goes to the heart of the matter.
It surely does.
Excellency, I cannot say he is an honest man. I know him little. But in all justice, sir, a claim so weighty cannot be argued by a farmer. So in God's name, stop here. Send him home and let him come again with a lawyer.
Now, look you, Mr. Hale.
I have signed 72 death warrants. Your Honor, I am a minister of the Lord. I dare not take a life without there be proof so immaculate, no slightest qualm of conscience may doubt it.
Mr. Hale, you surely do not doubt my justice.
I myself have signed away the soul of Rebecca Nurse. I cannot turn my face from it. My hands shake yet as with a wound. I pray you, sir, this argument let lawyers present to you.
Mr. Hale, for a man of such terrible learning as yourself, you are most bewildered. I pray you will forgive me. I have been 32 years at the bar, sir, and I should be confounded were I called upon to defend these people. Consider it now, and I bid you all do likewise. In an ordinary crime, how does one defend the accused? One calls upon witnesses to prove their innocence. But witchcraft is ipso facto. On its face and by its nature, it's an invisible crime. Therefore, who may possibly be witness to it? The witch and her victim, none other. Now, we cannot suppose that the witch will accuse themselves, granted? Therefore, we must rely solely upon the testimony of her victims. And they do testify. The children certainly do testify. As for the witches, none may deny that we are most eager for their confessions. Therefore, what is left for lawyers to bring out? I think I've made my point. Have I not?
But Excellency, this child claims the girls are untruthful, and if she is
That is
correct...
precisely what I am about to consider, sir. What more may you ask of me unless you doubt my probity?
I surely do not. Let you consider it, then.
And let you put your heart to rest. Her deposition, Mr. Proctor.
Sir, I should like to question.
Mr. Paris, I bid you be silent. Sit you down, Mr. Proctor. You sit there. Cheever, if the children are in the court, bring them in. Mary Warren, how came you to this turnabout? Has Mr. Proctor threatened you for this deposition?
No, sir.
Has he ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Has he threatened you?
No, sir.
Then you tell me that you sat in my court, callously lying when you knew that people would hang for your evidence?
I did, sir.
How are you instructed in your life? Do you not know God damns all liars? Or is it now that you lie?
No, sir. I cannot lie. I am with God now.
You are with God now.
Aye, sir.
I will tell you this. You were either lying then or you are lying now. And in either case, you have committed perjury and you will go to jail for it. You cannot say lightly that you lied, Mary. Do you know that?
I cannot lie no more. I am with God. I am with God. I am with God.
These are all the children, sir.
These will be sufficient. Sit you down, children. Your friend, Mary Warren, has given us a deposition in which she claims that she never saw any familiar spirits, apparitions, nor any manifests of the devil. She claims as well that none of you have seen these things either. Now, children, this is a court of law. The law based upon the Bible, and the Bible writ by Almighty God, forbid the practice of witchcraft and describe death as the penalty thereof. But likewise, children, the law and Bible damn all liars and bearers of false witness. Now, it does not escape me that this deposition may be devised to blind us. It may be that Mary Warren has been conquered by Satan, who now sends her here to distract our sacred purpose. If so, her neck will break for it. But if she speak true, I ask you now, drop your guile, confess your pretense. For a quick confession will go easier with you. Abigail Williams, rise. Be there any truth in this?
No, sir.
Children, a very augur bit will now be made of your souls until your honesty is proved. Will either of you change your positions now, or do you force me into hard questioning?
I have not to change, sir. She lies.
You would still go on with this.
Aye, sir.
A poppet were discovered in Mr. Proctor's house, stabbed by a needle. Mary Warren claims that you sat by her when she made it, and that you witnessed her make it, and how she herself stuck the needle into it for safekeeping. What say you?
It is a lie, sir.
When you were employed by Mr. Proctor, did he or his wife ever keep poppets in that house?
Goody Proctor always kept poppets.
My wife never kept no poppets, sir. Mary confesses it were her poppet.
Your Excellency,
Cheever?
when I spoke to Goody Proctor in that house, she said she never kept no poppets. But she said she did keep poppets when she were a girl.
She's not been a girl these 15 years, Your Honor.
But a poppet will keep 15 years, will it not?
It will keep if it is kept, but Mary swears she never saw no poppets in my house, nor anyone else.
Why could there have been poppets hid where no one ever saw them?
There may also have been golden candlesticks hid where no one ever saw them.
We are here, Your Honor, precisely to discover what no one has ever seen.
Your Honor, what profit Mary Warren turned herself about? What may she gain but hard questioning and worse?
You are charging Abigail Williams with a marvelous coup plot to murder. Do you understand that?
I do, sir. I believe she means to murder.
This child would have...
It is not a child, sir. Now hear me, sir. In the sight of the congregation, she were twice this year put out of the meeting house for laughter during prayer.
What's this? Laughter during...
Excellency!
Do you deny it, Mr. Paris?
I do believe it happened once. She is sometimes silly, but she is solemn now.
Aye, she is solemn now and means to hang us.
Quiet, man.
Surely there be no bearing on the question, sir. He charges contemplation of murder.
Aye. But it strike hard upon me that she would laugh at prayer. Continue, Mr. Proctor.
Mary, tell the governor how you danced in the woods.
Excellency, since I come to Salem, this man is blackening
In
my
a
name.
moment, sir. What of this dancing?
Mr. Proctor.
Abigail leads the girls to the woods, Your Honor, and they dance there naked.
Your Honor, this is...
Mr. Paris discovered them sporting there in the middle of the night. That's the child she is.
Mr. Paris.
I can only say, sir, that I never saw any of them naked.
You
And this
discovered
man...
them dancing in the woods. Abigail?
Excellency, when I first arrived from Beverly, Mr. Paris told me that.
Do you deny it, Mr. Paris?
I do not, sir. But I never found any of them naked. And this
But
is
you
man...
have danced!
Aye, sir. Excellency, will you permit me?
Pray, proceed.
You say you never saw no spirits, Mary. Were never threatened or afflicted by any manifest of the devil or the devil's agents.
No, sir.
And yet, when people accused of witchery confront you in court, you would faint, saying their spirits came out of their bodies and choked you.
It were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
Pretense, sir.
But you did turn cold, did you not? I myself picked you up many times and your skin were icy. Mr. Danforth, you must have...
Yes, I saw that many times.
She only pretended to faint, Your Honor. They're all marvelous
And can
pretenders.
she pretend to faint now?
Now?
Why not? If there are no spirits attacking her, for none of this court is accused of witchcraft. So, let her turn herself cold now. Let her pretend she's attacked now. Let her faint. Faint!
Faint?
Aye, faint. And prove to us how you pretended in the court so many times.
I cannot faint now, sir.
Can you not pretend it?
I have no sense of it now.
Why? What is lacking now?
I cannot tell, sir.
Might it be that here we have no afflicting spirit, while in the court there were some?
No, I never saw no spirits.
See no spirits now. And prove to us you can faint by your own will, as you claim. Then you will confess, will you not? Attacking spirits made you faint.
No, sir.
Your Honor, this is a trick to blind the court.
It's not a trick. I used to faint because I thought I saw spirits.
Thought you saw them.
But I did not, Your Honor.
How could you think you saw spirits unless you saw them?
I cannot tell how, but I did. I heard the other girls screaming, and you, Your Honor, you seemed to believe them. We're only sport in the beginning, sir, but then the whole world cried, spirits, spirits, and I promise you, Mr. Danforth, I only thought I saw them, but I did not.
Surely your excellency is not taken by a simple lie.
Abigail Williams, I bid you now search your heart and tell me this. Is it possible, child, that the spirits you have seen are illusion only? Some deception that may cross your mind when...
Why this? This is a base question, sir.
Child, I would have you consider...
I have been hurt, Mr. Danforth. I've seen my blood running out. I have been near to murdered every day simply for doing my duty, pointing out the devil's people. And this is my reward, to be mistrusted, denied, and
Child,
questioned.
I do not mistrust...
Let you beware, Mr. Danforth. Think you be so mighty that the power of hell cannot turn your wits? Beware of it. There is...
What is it, child?
I know not. A wind. A cold wind has come. Abby! Your Honor, I freeze!
They're pretending!
She is cold, Your Honor. Touch her.
Mary Ward, you sent the shadow on me! Lord, save me! I freeze! Abby, don't do that!
Mary Warren, do you witch her? Do you send your spirit on these children?
No, I wish to go, Mr. Proctor! I cannot! Oh, Heavenly Father, take away the shadow!
How do you dare call heaven?
Man, what do you...
He's a horse, sir.
Hear it! Hear it!
You charge!
Mr. Danforth, he's lying.
Mark her. Now she'll suck a scream to stab me.
No, you will prove this. This will not pass.
I have known her, sir.
You are a lecher.
John, you cannot
No,
have...
Francis, it is true. It is true. She will deny it, but you will believe me. For a man will not cast away his good name. You surely know that.
In what time? In what time and in what place?
The proper time, in the proper place. It is 8 months now, sir. 8 months. She used to serve me in my house, sir. A man may think God sleeps, but no, God sees everything. I know it now. I beg you, sir, I beg you, see how much she is. And my wife, sir, my dear good wife, took this girl soon after and put her out on the high road, sir. And being what she is, Your Excellency, a lump of vanity. Forgive me. She thinks to dance with me on my wife's grave, and well she might. For I thought of her softly. God help me, I lusted. And there is a promise in such sweat. But it is a whore's vengeance, you must see it. I set myself entirely in your hands, I know you must see it now. My wife is innocent, except you know a whore when she see one.
You deny. Every scrap and tittle of this.
If I must answer that, sir, I will leave here and I will not come back again.
She does not deny it, Mr. Danforth!
You will remain where you are! Sit you down! Mr. Paris, go into the court and bid Goodwife Proctor up. Mr. Paris, tell her not one word of what's been spoken here. You knock before you enter. Now we shall touch to the bottom of this swamp. Your wife, you say, is an honest woman?
In her life, she have never lied. There are those that cannot sing and those that cannot weep. That woman cannot lie.
When she put this girl out of your house, she put her out for a harlot.
I
And knew her for a harlot.
knew her for a harlot.
Good then. And if she tell me that it were for harlotry, child, may God spread his mercy on you. Hold! Stand. Turn your back. You do likewise. And let neither of you turn to face Goodwife Proctor. No one in the court is to raise a gesture aye or nay. Enter. Shiva, report this testimony in all exactness. Are you ready?
Aye, sir.
Come here, woman. You will look in my eyes only. Not at your husband's, but in my eyes only.
Good, sir.
We are given to understand that at one point you put out your servant Abigail Williams.
That's true, sir.
For what cause did you dismiss her?
She dissatisfied me and my husband.
In what way dissatisfied you?
She were...
Look at me! Was she slovenly? Lazy? What disturbance did she cause?
Your Honor, in that time I were sick, and my husband is a good and righteous man. He's never drunk as some are, nor wasting his time at the shovelboard, but always at his work. But you see, sir, I were sick, and I were a long time sick after my last baby. I thought I saw my husband somewhat turning from me, and this girl...
Look at me!
Aye, sir. Abigail Williams.
What of Abigail Williams?
I came to think my husband fancied her somewhat. So I lost my wits one night, I think, and I put her out on the high road.
Your husband, did he indeed turn from you?
My husband is a goodly man, sir.
Then he did not turn from you?
He...
Look at me, woman! To your own knowledge, has John Proctor ever committed the crime of lechery? Answer my question. Is your husband a lecher?
No, sir.
Remove her.
Elizabeth, tell the truth, Elizabeth!
He has spoken, remove her!
Elizabeth, I have confessed it!
Oh, John!
She only thought to save my name!
Excellence! It is a natural light to tell. I beg you, stop here before another is condemned. I cannot turn my face from it no more. Private vengeance is working through this testimony. Since the beginning, this man has struck me true. I believe him now. By my oath to heaven, I believe him. I pray you, call back his wife before
She spoke nothing of lechery! This man lied!
I believe him! I cannot conceal it no more. This girl has struck me false. She means to bring us all down and hang us all.
You will not be gone! Be gone, I say!
What is it, child? What's there? Child? Girls, why do you...
It's on the beam! Behind the raptor!
Where?
Why do you come, yellow bird?
Where's the bird? I see no bird.
My face? My face!
Mr. Hale!
Be quiet!
Do you see a bird?
Be quiet, man!
But God made my face. You cannot want to tear my face. Envy is a deadly sin, Mary.
Abby!
Oh, Mary, it is a black art to change your shape. No, I cannot. I cannot stop my mouth. It is God's work. I do.
Abby, I'm here!
You're pretending, Mr. Danforth.
Mary, please, don't come down.
Her claws! She's stretching her claws!
Lies!
Mary, please don't hurt me! I'm not hurting her!
Why does she see this vision?
Certainly, you do not believe
He sees nothing! He sees nothing! Abby, you mustn't! Abby, you mustn't! Here! I'm here! I'm here! I'm here!
Do you send your spirit on these children?
Mr. Danforth! Mr. Danforth!
Have you seen the devil? Have you?
Never!
Why can they only repeat you?
Amelia, pal, stop it!
You're sporting! You're sporting! Abby, stop it! Abby, stop it! Abby, stop it! Stop it!
A little while ago, you were accused. And now it seems you afflict others. Where did you get this power?
I have no power.
I have no power!
I'm calling you, man!
Have you seen the devil, Mary Warren? Have you?
Every God damns all liars, Mary!
You surely have seen the devil. You have made a compact with Lucifer, have you not?
Every God damns liars, Mary!
I cannot hear you. Do you sport with me? Do you know who I am? I say you will hang if you do not open with me!
Remember, the angel, the boy, remember, do that which is good.
Her wings are spreading. Oh, Mary, please don't. Stop it. Don't come down. She's on me. She's going to come down.
Mary, tell the governor how
Don't touch me!
Mary,
You are the devil's man!
praise God, Mary, how?
I'll not hang with you! I love God! I love God!
He bids you do the devil's work.
He come at me by night and every day to sign!
The sign? Sign what?
Book. He told the devil's book.
My name! He want my name! Oh, I'll murder you, he says, if my wife hangs!
Mary!
We must go and overthrow the car, he says! Your eyes, his eyes were like coals, and his fingers claw my neck, and I sighed! I sighed!
God has gone wild!
No! I go your way no more! I love God! I bless God! Abby, I'll never hurt you more.
So what are you? You're combined with Antichrist, are you not? I have seen your power, mister. You will not deny it.
This is not witchcraft! The girls are fraud! You condemn an honest friend!
Will you confess yourself, be fouled with hell, or do you keep that black allegiance yet? What say you?
I say, God is dead.
Now hear it!
A fire! A fire is burning! I hear Lucifer's boot. I see his face. And it is my face and yours, Mr. Danforth. For them that quail to bring men out of their ignorance, as I have quailed. And as you all quail know, and you know in your black hearts that this be fraud. God damns our kind especially, and we will burn. We will burn together.
Cheever, Marshal, take him and Corey with them to the jail.
I denounce these proceedings! I quit this
You are pulling heaven down and raising up a whore!
Mr. Hale! Mr. Hale!
Sarah, wake up! Sarah, good! Tituba!
Oh, Majesty, come in. Tituba, he's here. His Majesty's come.
Go to the north cell. This place is wanted now.
That don't look to me like His Majesty. Looks to me like the Marshal.
Get along with you now. Clear this place.
Oh, is it you, Marshal? I thought sure you'd be the devil coming for us. Could I have a sip of cider for me going away?
And where are you off to, Sarah?
We go to Barbados. As soon as the devil gets here, with the feathers and the wings.
Oh, happy voyage to you.
A pair of bluebirds winging southerly, the two of us. Oh, it would be a grand transformation, Marshal.
Best give me that or we'll never rise from the ground. Now, come along!
I'll speak to him for you. If you desire to come along, Marshal.
I'd not refuse it, Tituba. It is the proper morning to fly into hell.
Oh, it ain't no hell in Barbados. Devil and blue pleasure man in Barbados. And be singing and dancing in Barbados. You folks, you rile up round here. You're too cold round here for that old boy. He frees his soul in Massachusetts. But in Barbados, he's just a sweet end. Yes, sir. That's him, Sarah. I'm here, Majesty.
Deputy Governor's arrived.
Come along, come along.
No, he's come for me. I going home.
That ain't saying just a pulled cow with a hat full of milk. Now, come along, out with you.
Devil, take me home! Take me home!
Oh, good morning, Majesty.
Where is Mr. Paris?
I'll fetch him.
Marshal, when did Reverend Hale arrive?
It were toward midnight, I think.
What's his business here?
He goes among them that'll hang, sir, and he prays with them. He sits with Goody Nurse now and Mr. Paris with them.
Indeed. That man have no authority to enter here, Marshal. Why have you let him in?
Why, Mr. Paris commend me, sir. I cannot deny him.
Are you drunk, Marshal?
No, sir. It is a bitter night, and I have no fire here.
Fetch Mr. Paris.
Aye, sir.
There's a prodigious stench in this place.
I've only just cleared the people out for you.
Beware hard drink, Marshal.
Aye, sir.
Let you question Hale, Excellency. I should not be surprised to be preaching down to Andover lately.
We'll come to that. Speak nothing of Andover. Paris prays with him. That is strange.
I think Paris has a mad look these days.
Mad.
I met him yesterday coming out of his house, and I bid him good morning. And he wept. I think it not well the village sees him so unsteady.
Perhaps he have some sorrow.
I think it be cows, sir.
The cows.
There be many cows wandering the high roads now that their masters aren't jails, and much disagreement on who they belong to now. I know Paris be arguing with farmers all yesterday. There's great contention, sir, about the cows. Contention make him weep, sir. And there's a man that will weep for contention.
Oh, good morning, sir. I thank you for coming. I beg your pardon for waking so early. Good morning, Judge Hoffman.
What is Reverend Hale about here?
Excellency, a moment.
You leave him alone with the prisoners?
What's his business here?
Excellency, hear me. It is a providence.
Reverend Hale's returned to bring Rebecca Nurse to God.
He bids her confess.
Hear me. Rebecca's not given me a word this 3 months since she came. Now he sits with her and her sister and Martha Corey and 2 or 3 other girls, and he pleads with them to confess their crimes and save their lives.
Why, this is indeed a providence. And they soften? They soften?
Not yet. But I thought to tell you, sir, that we might think on whether it be wise. There's news, sir, that the court must reckon with. My niece. I believe she has vanished.
You've vanished!
I thought to advise you early in the week.
Why? How long is she gone?
This will be the 3rd night, sir. Mercy Lewis is gone too.
I will send a party for them. Where may they be?
I think they may be aboard a ship. My daughter tells me now she overheard them speaking of ships last week. And tonight, I discovered my strong box is broken.
She have robbed you?
31 pounds is gone.
I am penniless.
Mr. Paris, you are a brainless man!
Prophet, nothing you should blame me. I cannot think they would run off, except they fear to keep in Salem anymore, since the news of Andover have broken here.
Andover is remedied. The court returns there on Friday and will resume examinations.
I am sure of it, sir. But the rumor here speaks rebellion in Andover.
There be no rebellion in Andover.
I tell you how it is said here, sir. Andover have thrown out the court, they say, and will take no part of witchcraft. There's a faction here, feeding on that news. And I tell you true, sir. I fear there'll be a riot here.
Riot? Why, at every execution I've seen not but high satisfaction in the town.
Judge Hoffman, you were another sort that were hanged till now. Rebecca Nurse is no Bridget, who lived 3 years with Bishop before she married him. John Proctor is no Isaac Ward, who drank his family to ruin. Let Rebecca stand upon the gibbet and send up some righteous prayer, and I fear she'll make a vengeance on you.
But she is condemned, which the core of evidence...
In a moment, Judge Hawthorne. How do you propose then?
I would postpone these hangings for a time.
There will be no postponement.
Now Mr. Hale's returned. There's hope, I think. For if he even brings one of them to God, that confession surely damns the rest in the public eye, and none may doubt more that they are all linked to hell. But this way, unconfessed and claiming innocence, doubts are multiplied. Many honest people weep for them, and our good purpose is lost in their tears.
Cheever, give me the list.
And it cannot be forgot, sir, that when I summoned the congregation for John Proctor's excommunication, there were hardly 30 people that come to hear it, and that speak of discontent, sir.
There will be no postponement.
Excellency.
Now, sir, which of these do you think may be brought to God? I myself would strive with them till dawn.
There's not sufficient time.
I would
till dawn.
do my utmost. Which of them do you have hope for?
Excellency. A dagger.
What do you say?
Tonight, when I opened my door to leave my house, a dagger collided to the ground. I cannot hang the sword. There is a danger for me. I dare not step outside at night.
Ah, Reverend Hale, welcome. We are all gladdened to see you return to your good work.
You must pardon them. They will not budge.
No, sir. I cannot pardon these when 12 are already hanged for the same crime. It is not just.
So Rebecca will not confess?
Excellency, the sun will rise in a few minutes. I must have
Now
more time.
hear me and beguile yourselves no more. I will not receive a single plea for pardon nor postponement. Them that will not confess will hang. 12 are already executed. In the name of these 7 are given out. The town expects to see them die at dawn. Postponement now speaks of a floundering on my part, and reprieve or pardon surely casts doubt upon the guilt of them that died till now. While I speak God's word, I will not crack its voice with whimpering. If retaliation be your fear, Mr. Paris, know this. I should hang 10,000 that dared rise against the law, and an ocean of salt tears could not melt the resolution of the statutes. Now draw yourselves up like men, and help me, as you are bound by heaven to do. Have you spoken with them all, Mr. Hale?
All but Proctor. He's in the dungeon.
What's Proctor's way now?
He sits like some great bird. You not know he lived, except he'll take food from time to time.
His wife. Well, his wife must be well on a child now.
She is, sir.
What think you, Reverend Paris? You have further knowledge of this man than any of us. Might her presence soften him?
It is possible, sir. Ye have not seen her this 3 months. I should summon her.
Yes, indeed, but has he struck at you again? Is he yet adamant?
He cannot, sir. He's chained to the wall now.
Fetch Goody Proctor to me. Then let you bring him up.
Aye, sir.
Excellency, if you postponed a week and published to the village you are striving for their confessions, that speak mercy on your part, not faltering.
Reverend Hale, as God have not empowered me, like Joshua, to stop this sun from rising, so I cannot withhold from them the perfection of their punishment.
If you think God wills you to raise rebellion, Mr. Danforth, then you, sir, are mistaken.
You have heard rebellion spoken in Salem?
Orphans wander from home to home. Abandoned cattle bellow on the high road, and the stink of rotting crop hangs everywhere. And no man knows when the harlot's cry may end his life. And you wonder yet if rebellion spoke. Better yet, you should marvel at how they don't burn your province.
Reverend Hale, have you spoken in Andover this month?
Thank God they have no need for me in Andover.
You baffle me, sir. What's your business here?
Why, it is simple work. I come to do the devil's work. I come to counsel Christians should they belie themselves. There is blood on my head! Can you not see the blood on my head?
Hush! Goody Proctor, I hope you are hearty.
I am yet 6 months before my time.
Pray, be at your ease. We come not for your life. Mr. Hale, would you speak with the woman?
Goody Proctor, your husband is marked to hang this morning.
I have heard it.
You know, do you not, that I have no connection of the court. I come of my own, Goody Proctor. For I would save your husband's life. If he is taken, I count myself his murderer.
What do you want of me?
I have gone 3 months into the wilderness like our Lord. I have sought a Christian life. For damnation's doubled on a minister who counsels men to lie.
It is no lie. You cannot speak of lies.
It is a lie! They are innocent.
No more. I'll hear no more of that.
Goody Proctor, let you not mistake your duty as I mistook my own. I came into the village like a bridegroom to his beloved, bearing gifts of high religion. The very crown of holy law I brought. And what I touched with my bright confidence, it died. And where I turned my eye of great faith, blood flowed up. Beware, Goody Proctor. Cleave to no faith when faith brings blood. For it is mistaken law that leads to sacrifice. Life, woman, life is God's most precious gift. And no principle, however glorious, may justify the taking of it. I beg you, woman, prevail upon your husband. Let him give his lie, and quail not before God's judgment. For it may well be God damns a liar less than he who throws his life away for pride.
I think that be the devil's argument.
Woman, before the laws of God, we are as swine. We cannot read his will.
Cannot dispute with you, sir. I lack learning for it.
Goody Proctor, you are not summoned here for disputation. Be there no wifely goodness in you? He will die with the sunrise, your husband. Do you understand it? Will you contend with him? Are you stone? I tell you true, had I no other evidence of your unnatural life, your dry eyes now would be sufficient enough proof that you delivered up your soul to hell. A very ape would weep at such calamity. Be there no wifely tenderness in you? Take her out. It profit nothing she should speak to him.
Let me speak with him, Excellency.
You'll strive with him?
Will you plead for his confession, or will you not?
Promise nothing. Let me speak with him.
Excellency, pray. Leave them a moment.
You are aware, are you not, Mr. Proctor? Come then. The sun is soon up. Let you counsel with your wife, and may God help you turn your back on hell.
If you desire a cup of cider, Mr. Proctor, God lead you now.
You've been chained?
The child?
It grows.
And the boys? Is there word of the boys?
They're well. Francis Nurse keeps them.
You have not seen them?
I have not.
You are marvelous. They come from my life now.
I know it.
None have yet confessed.
There be many confessed.
Who?
There be 100 now. Isaiah Goodkind is one. Goody Ballard is one. There be many.
Rebecca?
Not Rebecca. She's but in one foot in heaven now. Naught may hurt her more.
And Giles?
You've not heard?
I hear nothing where I am kept.
Giles is dead.
Where were he hanged?
He were not hanged. He would not plead aye or nay to his indictment. For if he denied the charge, they'd hang him surely and auction out his property. So he stand mute and died a Christian under the law. And so his sons will have his farm. For it is the law that he would not be condemned a wizard without he plead aye or nay to his indictment.
Then how does he die?
They press him, John.
Pressed?
Great stones they lay upon his chest until he plead aye or nay. They say he utter but 2 words.
More weight.
He says, then died.
More weight.
Aye, we're a fearsome man, Giles Corey.
I've been thinking I would confess myself. What say you? If I give them that,
Cannot judge you, John.
what would you have me do?
As you will, I would have it. I want you living, that's sure.
Martha Corey? Has she confessed?
She will not confess.
It is pretense, Elizabeth.
What is?
I cannot mount the gallows like a saint. It is a fraud. I am not that man. My honesty is broke, Elizabeth. I am no good man. Nothing spoiled by giving them this lie that were not rotten long before.
And yet you have not confessed until now that speaks goodness. in
Spite!
you.
Spite only keeps me silent. It is hard to give a lie to dogs. I would have your forgiveness, Elizabeth.
It is not for me to give.
I would have you see some honesty in it. Let them that never lie die now to keep their souls. It is pretense for me, a vanity that will not blind God nor keep my children from the wind. What say you?
John, it
come to naught that I should forgive you. Will you forgive yourself? It is your soul. Only be sure of this, for I know it now. Whatever you do, it is a good man does it. I have read my heart this last 3 months. I have my own sins to count. It needs a cold wife to prompt that you.
Enough.
Better you should know.
I will not hear it. I know you.
You take my sins upon you.
No, I'll take my own. My own.
I counted myself so plain, so poorly made, no honest love should come to me. Suspicion kissed you and I did. I never knew how I should show my love. It were a cold house I kept.
What say you, John? The sun is soon up.
Do what you will, but let none be your judge. For there's no judge under heaven higher than Proctor is. Forgive me, John. I never knew such goodness in the world.
I want my life.
You'll confess yourself.
I will have my life.
God be praised, it is a providence. He will confess, Proctor will confess.
Why must you cry it? It is evil, is it not? It is evil.
I will not judge you.
Then who can judge me? God in heaven, what is John Proctor? I think it is honest, I think so, I am no saint. Let Rebecca go like a saint, for me it is fraud.
Cannot be your judge.
Would you ever give them such a lie? Saint, would you ever give them this? You would not. If tongues of fire were singeing you, you would not. It is evil. Good then, it is evil and I do it.
Praise to God, man. Praise to God. For you will be blessed in heaven for this. Now then, let us have it. Cheever, are you ready?
Why must it be written?
Why, for the good instruction of the village, mister. This we shall post upon the church door. Where is the marshal?
Willard, hurry!
Now then, sir, will you speak slowly and directly to the point for Cheever's sake? Mr. Proctor, have you seen the devil in your life? Come now, sir. The sun is soon up. The town waits at the scaffolding. I myself would give out this news. Did you see the devil?
I did. Oh, praise God.
And when he come to you, what were his demand? Did he bid you do his work upon the earth?
He did.
And you bound yourself to his service. Oh, goody nurse, come in, woman.
Ah, John, you were well then, eh?
Courage, man, courage. Let her witness your good example that she may come to God herself. Now hear it, goody nurse. Say on, Mr. Proctor, did you bind yourself to the service of the devil?
Why, John!
Did.
Now, woman, you surely see it profit nothing to keep this conspiracy any further. Will you confess yourself with him?
Oh, John, God send his mercy on you.
Bid her be gone, Mr. Bid her out. You have no need for this.
Will you confess yourself, goody nurse?
Why, it is a lie! It is a lie! How may I damn myself? I cannot!
Mr. Proctor, when the devil come to you, did you ever see Rebecca Nurse in his company? I ask you, sir, did you ever see this woman with the devil?
No.
Did you ever see her sister, Frances Nurse, with the devil?
No, I did not.
Did you ever see Martha Corey with the devil?
I did not.
Did you ever see anyone with the devil?
I did not.
Proctor, you mistake me. I am not inclined to trade your life for a lie. It mattered not what she thought. She is convicted of the unnatural murder of 7 babies, and you for sending your spirit out against Mary Warren. Your soul alone is the issue here, mister, and you will prove its whiteness, or you cannot live in Christian country. Now, I ask you, Mr. Proctor, to your own knowledge, was Rebecca Nurse ever...
Think to go like saints. I cannot speak on the sins of another. I have no tongue for it.
Excellency, it is enough. He confessed himself. Let him sign it. Let him.
It is a great service, sir. It is a weighty name. It will strike the village that he confess it. I beg you, let him sign it. The sun is up, Your Excellency.
Come then, sign your testimony. Cheever, take it to him.
I have confessed it. You have seen me.
You will not sign it.
I have confessed it. You have no need for
Do you
this.
swear with me? You will sign it, or it is no confession, mister. Your second name, man.
Oh, praise be to the Lord.
If you please, sir.
No.
Mr. Proctor, you must...
No, I have signed it. You have seen me. It is done. You have no need for any of this.
Doctor, the village must have...
Curse the village. I confess to God, and God has seen my name on this. It is
No,
enough.
sir, it is not
You
enough.
came to save my soul, did you not? I have confessed myself. It is done.
You have not
I have confessed
yourself.
myself. Is there no good penitence when it be public? God does not need my name nailed upon the church. God knows my name. God sees how black my sins are. It is enough.
Mr. Proctor, you must...
You will not use me. I am no Saragud or Tituba. I am John Proctor. You will not use me. It is no part of salvation that you should use me.
I do not wish to use you, sir.
I have 3 sons. How may I teach them to walk like men in the world? And I sold my friends.
You have not sold your
Beguile
friends.
me not. I blacken all of them. When this is nailed to the church the very day, they hang for silence.
Proctor, I must have good and legal proof.
You are the high court. Your word is good enough. Tell them I confess myself. Say Proctor broke his knees and wept like a woman.
It is
Say
the
what you will.
Is it not? If I report it, are you signed to it?
No, it is not the same. What others say and what I sign to is not the same.
Why? Do you mean to deny this
I
confession
mean
when
to
you are
deny
free?
nothing.
Then tell me, Mr. Proctor, why will you not
Because
confess
it is my name. Because I cannot have another in my life. Because I lie and sign myself to lies. Because I am not worth the dust on the feet of them that hang. How may I live without my name? I have given you my soul. Leave me my name.
Is that document a lie? If it is a lie, I will not accept it, mister. What say you? I will not deal in lies, mister. You will give me your honest confession in my hand, or I cannot keep you from the rope. What say you? Marshal!
Master, you cannot! You will have to! May God, it speaks some goodness for me. Show them no tear. Give them a heart of stone and sink them with it.
Let you fear nothing. There's another judgment wait us all.
Hang them high above the town! Any who weep for these weeps for corruption. Take them!
Oh, man.
I have not had my breakfast.
Go to Goody Proctor! There's your time! Proctor! Proctor!
Woman, go to him. Oh, it is pride, it is vanity. What profit he to plead? Shall the dust declare his name? Shall the worms declare his truth? Woman, plead with him. Go to him. Take his shame away.
We have his goodness now. God forbid I take it from him.